Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is terrific Tuesday. It's terrific for more than one way. I wanted to take a few moments real quick to say happy birthday to my wife, Tina Morris Anderson. May God bless you on this special day, as well as my sister Mary. They share the very same birthdays. Happy birthday, Mary. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you both. Two wonderful women. May God bless you and continue to give you long life and good health. Today, I want to invite you to look with me into Genesis, the 39th chapter, a very powerful story. This is that story that continues from yesterday, how Potiphar has now allowed Joseph to be in a place of position and prominence. Joseph is now the captain of the guards. The text on today lets us see that Joseph is now hired into Potiphar's house. This is a story of rags to riches. He goes from being in the dungeon, he goes from being a slave to now he's in charge. It's amazing how God can do powerful things. The master put Joseph in charge of his entire household, as well as the guards and all of his property. Well, Joseph's brothers, as you know, decided that they would get rid of him. All this time, his father believed that he's dead, but Joseph is alive and he's real and he's thriving. You know, this text lets us see that even when the devil uses people, sometimes people who are close to us, to position us where we feel like we are been forgotten about and nobody is going to remember us. But Potiphar sees something in Joseph. He sees in Joseph what God had put in Joseph. God wanted greater and better for him. But it took Joseph's brothers to get him from that agrarian life to put him into the city. Well, it is great to know that God uses sometimes the most unlikely people to put you in the place where you need to be. Joseph is a handsome man. Joseph is well built. Remember, he was a slave. He had to work hard. I can only imagine his biceps, his triceps. I can only imagine all of the muscles that God had given to him. But he had a really great muscle, and that was his mind. He knew how to use his mind for the glory of God. Now, we find out here in this passage, it begins to let us see that Potiphar put Joseph in charge of everything. And even when you're in leadership, there will always be temptations. There will always be people who are trying to pull you down. So guess what? Joseph is now lied on again. This time, Potiphar's wife says that Joseph tries to do something. She claims him and accuses him of doing something that he never was involved in. She tells a lie on him. And for that reason, her husband decides he's going to make him a slave again because she cried out that this man tried to take advantage of me. She screams out so loud, and Joseph, in his fear, he runs out and he left his cloak behind, and she uses it as proof against him. I want to remind you, whenever God puts you on a mission to do something, we must always remember that God is always going to triumph. What the devil meant for evil, God meant for good. Joseph is now back in prison, but guess what? The best is yet to come. May God bless you and heaven smile upon you. I look forward to sharing with you more on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.